Greg hard, and we are set to go. Gives it to Mike Sanders. Ansonia in a 1-2-2 zone. Sanders with a 3, doesn't go. Rebound, knocked out of bounds, and it's Ansonia ball.
Biggest team in the league, Jimmy. Look at Ansonia out there. Every one of those kids is like 6'3", 6'4". A huge team out there.
Chargers bring the ball up. Lynch, one of the guards coming up with it. Tim Lynch, 6'3" guard, into the corner to Zura. And they swing it back outside. Sanders with it. Over to Lynch. Back to Sanders. They work it for the good shot. Hart's in a 1-3-1 zone. A jumper good by Timmy Lynch.
Tim Lynch is the grandson of Pop Shortell from Ansonia. We're going to have Pop at halftime, Jim.
That's going to be one I'm going to just enjoy listening to. You and Pop going at it. Steal by Ansonia. Almost hit the official and went out of bounds. It ever happened to you, Joe? Ball hit you?
Yeah, the first thing I would have done is tell 32 for Ansonia to mind your own business. The official's in play. You know, the ball hit him because the kid knocked it. He got mad at the official. He'll get a foul call next. I'll guarantee you that.
Okay, the Hearts with the ball. Bazemore down in the corner with it. Jumper good.
Sean Bazemore.
He went right to the hoop. Sean Bazemore.
Ties it up.
We're tied at 2. Ansonia down into the corner to Zura. And he works it back outside to the guards, and they swing it around looking for the shot. Lynch has it, but doesn't take it. Now he comes down into the corner, stops the dribble into the corner to Zura for jumper.
Oh,
it's good. Chris Zura, a 3.
A 3 from the deep corner on the right here. My word, that went in so softly.
5-2 Ansonia. Sanders outside into the corner to Greg Sullivan. Fakes the 3. Bounces once, throws it inside, knocked out of bounds, kicked out by Robert Sanders.
We have 2 Sanders tonight. We have Robert and we have Mike.
Sanders all over the valley.
Yeah.
Sanders and Saunders.
A lot of sand on the beach.
It's not easy. Not easy being a play-by-play man. Ball inbounded by Greg Sullivan. Set play, gets it into his brother Mike in traffic, loses it, but Mike regains possession. They got him trapped in the corner, still looking for help. Outside it goes to his brother Greg for a 2,
yes.
And it's good.
5-4. Here comes Ansonia, the Chargers.
About 12 feet out from the corner. Greg Sullivan with a J, and it's good. Inside pass. Layup no good by Mrazek. Rebound Mrazek. Shoots. Yes.
Yeah, he ripped the ball out of Eric McGuire's hands and right back up with it. Got to hold that ball, Eric.
7-4. Ansonia by 3 as we begin the game. 2 minutes into this contest. Mike Sanders playing catch with Mike Sullivan. Now Mike Sanders comes the other way with the ball. Ansonia in that 1-2-2 zone, or a 2-3 zone rather. Baseline drive for Bazemore. Shot is good.
You know, Ansonia's scoring at will. It looks like Sacred Heart's scoring at will, Jimmy. Ansonia a little flat-footed out there, so it looks like the Heart's going to put some points on the board.
Lynch inside it goes to Zura. Jumper. It's good. A 3.
That kid is 2 from 2 from about 22 feet out there in the right corner.
He was out on Highland Avenue, wasn't he? Wow. Mike Sanders with a 3. No good. Ansonia rebound. Sanders grabs it, gets it off to Lynch. Here comes Ansonia. Down low to Zura. Can't hold on to it out of bounds. And it'll be Sacred Heart ball. Steve Coughlin, I beg your pardon, could hold on to the ball.
Yeah, in fact, 2 of the starters out there, Coughlin and Lynch, are both grandchildren of our halftime guest, Pop Shortell.
Okay, now let's come up with the ball. McGuire playing a high post, loses the ball, picked up by Ansonia. And they'll come the other way. 2 turnovers on the Hearts. Ansonia turns it over on the fast break. Jim Little coming in, McGuire coming out for the Hearts.
Well, he wants Jimmy Little in there to try to get that ball off the boards. Get some second chances for the Hearts under the boards. Jimmy isn't big, but he's a good rebounder.
Sanders brings it up. Hearts down by 4. 4:49 to go in the first period. Greg Sullivan in the corner. Inside to Bazemore. Nice pass to Little. Can't hold on to it out of bounds off Ansonia. Sacred Heart ball. Inbounded by Greg Sullivan to Bazemore in the corner. Double team. Still holds the ball. Hands it off to Sanders. Got a foul call on Mrazek in the corner.
Phil got his arm around him. So it's going to be the Hearts ball underneath their own basket on the right-hand side of this far side of the gym here at Kennedy.
First foul on Ansonia. Greg Sullivan will inbound the ball. It was inside the Little, off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Coughlin. Here comes Ansonia. Lynch up with it in a hurry. Down into the corner to Zura. He lets fly with a 3, doesn't go. Bazemore with a rebound. Bazemore hands off to Mike Sanders. Mike comes up with the ball, coming down into the paint. Scoop shot is good.
Yeah, I think Mike could do that all night, Jimmy. Drive the basket. Take the 3 or the 2 from far out, and then drive, because I think Ansonia, I don't think he have much foot speed.
Sanders with a long jumper. A 2 doesn't go. Rebound Mike Sullivan to his brother Greg, coming to the hoop with a man on him. Lays it up. No good. Rebound by his brother Mike. Inside, it's Brock. Gets the ball again. Shoots again. Blocked again by Mrazek. Hart's ball. Mike Sullivan battling inside, but the trees got to him, Joe.
Yeah, they did. I'm amazed he got the rebound, young Mike, the sophomore.
Greg Sullivan gets the inbounds pass from his brother Mike out to Sanders for a 3. No good. Ansonia captures the rebound. Zura gets it, grabs it to Lynch, and Lynch brings it up. He's their field general. Zura sets up in the corner, gets it, brings it back outside to Sanders for an 18-footer. Doesn't go. Rebound Bazemore. Sacred Heart ball. Here come the Hearts. Sanders with the ball outside. Now he's coming into the paint. Off to the side to Mike Sullivan, into the corner to Bazemore. Double team, but he still fires away, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Coughlin. Ansonia ball. Lynch brings her up by the midcourt line on the dribble. Swings to the right of the circle, looks inside, gets it to Sanders. Down it goes to Coughlin. Got it by Mike Sullivan into the corner to Zura, inside of Maroka. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball. Whistle goes for Ansonia. McGuire coming back in for the Hearts. Little coming out.
Chris had a little talk with Eric. Now, Little comes out, and Eric's right underneath the hoop again.
Inbounds pass to Coughlin, down into the corner to Zura. No good. Rebound taken by Bazemore. Hearts come the other way. Greg Sullivan to the left of the circle. Fakes the drive inside, gets a screen from McGuire. Bounce pass inside to Mike Sullivan to McGuire. Little jumper. No good. Rebound Zura. Ansonia ball on the break. Coughlin coming down inside. Shot doesn't go. Sanders follows. It's good.
There's that great height for the blue team, the Chargers of Ansonia. They had 3 kids on the board, 6'5" there, Jim.
They lead by 4, 12-8. McGuire into the corner to Greg Sullivan for a 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Ansonia. Mrazek grabs it. Downfield pass to Sanders. Steal by Mike Sanders. Here comes Mike with a 4-on-2 to the left side to Bazemore. Fakes, knocked out of his hands. Sacred Heart ball.
Good play that time by Mrazek. He got the ball. It was going to be an easy 2 points for Bazemore. Mrazek put his hand out and knocked it out. So it's the Hearts ball. Greg Sullivan will take it out.
12-8. Ansonia by 4. 2:14 to go in the first. Greg Sullivan to Mike Sullivan in the corner. Fakes to Jay. Holds the ball in the corner to McGuire. Back outside to Bazemore. Into the paint. Nice pass to Mike Sullivan, who lays it in. Nice pass by Bazemore.
Hearts are going to have to hit from the outside to win this game, Jimmy. This team is so big under the boards. They're going to control the boards. So Sacred Heart, Sanders, and Sullivan and those guys are going to have to start hitting some threes and far twos.
Coughlin in the corner. Inside pass stolen by the Hearts. Mike Sanders, 3-on-2. He's coming down the middle. Little one-hander. Doesn't go. Rebound taken by Mrazek. Ansonia ball. Another steal by Bazemore. Switching hands on the dribble. The Sanders coming into the paint. Lays it up. No good. Hearts rebound by McGuire, but a foul is called on Eric McGuire.
That's okay. Eric's showing some aggressiveness out there. He's going to have to. He did a good job that time, but he got called for the foul. I think Chris Murphy's happy with that because Eric, he's fighting all the time out there for the ball. He does a pretty good job off the board.
First on McGuire. La Rovera coming in at a guard spot for Ansonia. He and Lynch will bring the ball up now. Lynch down into the corner to Sanders. Back outside to Lynch. Ansonia waiting for the good shot. Sanders has a long jumper. Doesn't make it. Rebound Bazemore. Boy, here come the Hearts.
Bazemore's really a horse off the board tonight so far.
Mike Sullivan coming inside with it. Brings it back outside to Sanders for a 3. Doesn't go, but he was hit. He will get 3, Joe.
It's a rare opportunity. We haven't seen too many this year, maybe 3 or 4. And now Mike is going to go to the line. Mike Sanders to shoot 3. He was hammered. Well, obviously Eddie Strumigo has well scouted this team very well because he knows that Sanders is going to shoot him up from around 22 feet.
Mike's first shot is good. 12-11, Ansonia by 1. La Rivera's first foul. 3 team fouls. Next shot is up. No good. And he'll get another one.
Chance to tie here, Jimmy.
Mike Sanders on the line. And he makes it. We are not hit at 12. Neither team pressing full court. Both teams playing a zone. Hearts in a 141. Mike Sullivan up top. Ansonia Sanders in the corner, back outside the Lynch. To Sanders. They play catch with it now over in the left-hand corner. Now they bring it over to La Rivera and gets it back outside the Lynch to Sanders. Ansonia, good ball movement, no dribbling, just crisp ball movement. Lynch with a long jumper, no good. Sanders with a rebound. Lead pass to Greg Sullivan. Can't hold on to it. Steele Milka's out of bounds. Ansonia ball. It'll come back the other way.
50 coming, and that's Chris Zura. He's another 6'4" kid. That's all you look down the court, all you see is 6'4", 6'6", 6'5", 6'3". Ansonia is the biggest team we've seen this year.
3 turnovers on the Hearts. Half a minute to go in the first period. Ansonia with the ball. La Rivera. Pass to Lynch. Almost stolen. He stepped over the midcourt line over to get a foul on Mike Sullivan.
Yeah, he pushed him over. Good call by Jimmy Powers. Either that or he's got to call backcourt. It wouldn't have been a backcourt, but Mike couldn't stop in time. Mike Sullivan couldn't stop in time, and he bumped him.
La Rivera inbounds pass to Lynch. Down into the corner to Sanders. Puts it on the floor, running one-handed. No good, out of bounds. Ansonia ball with 19 seconds to go in the first period. We are tied at 12. Zura will inbound the ball. Ansonia with a set play. Lynch in the corner out to La Rivera. Got it by Mike Sullivan. Stops the dribble. Hands it off to Lynch to the right of the circle. 12 seconds to go as Ansonia plays catch on the outside, waiting for the last shot. Inside pass to Zura. Drops the ball. McGuire picks it up. Hands it to Sanders. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's the end of the first period with a score tied at 12.
Okay, Jimmy. Jim Spinach, WATR Sports Director.
That's me, right?
It's you, man.
Are we ready, Joe, or what? Here we go. Second period, tied at 12. Mike Sanders coming inside, back outside to Greg Sullivan. Ansonia in that 2-3 zone into the corner to Mike Sullivan. Bazemore, long jumper. Oh, he falls to the floor. No call. Rebound, Ansonia. Steal by Bazemore. He came right back and got the ball back.
Good hustle by
Boy, he is something, isn't he, though?
He's all over the court.
7 turnovers. Already in Ansonia, 7 turnovers. Mike Sanders switching ends on the dribble at the foul line. Pass to Mike Sullivan. Let's fly with a J. It's good.
The sophomore with a nice little jump shot.
I was talking to somebody today about Mike Sullivan, the guy that I feel knows a lot about basketball. He said there aren't many better shooters than Mike Sullivan in the city.
He's a comer.
Yep. Ansonia with the ball outside. Larova on the handoff to Sanders. Back outside the Lynch into the corner to Zura. Ansonia with that crisp ball movement, no dribbling, just crisp passing until they get the good shots. They're down by 2. Hearts up by the deuce. Zura in the corner of the ball. They don't let him shoot now. He put in a couple of threes earlier in the first period. When he gets the ball now, they collapse on him. Jumper, no good. Foul on the Hearts.
Offensive.
Oh, offense.
Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah, he got number 50. That was Chris Zura. He got him in a charge.
Sacred Art ball. McGuire will inbound. The first on Zura. Mrazek coming in. Sanders coming out for Ansonia.
Mrazek is 6'6", Jimmy. First period, according to Gordy, the Hearts are 5 for 8, 62%. Ansonia 3 for 11, 27%. Ansonia 2.
Sanders with a 3, and it's good.
A downtown 3.
Should have been a 6.
Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. That's got to be 25 feet.
7 points for Mike. 17-12. Hearts by 5. Ansonia ball. LaRuba with the ball off the Lynch. Into the corner to the big guy Zura. Drops the ball. Picked up by Ansonia's Coughlin. Goes out of bounds. Chargers ball. Ansonia looking a bit lethargic.
The same word that came to my mind, Jimmy. I was going to say they look a little lethargic out there.
Inbounds pass to Maroka. Shot inside the Coughlin. Shot is up, no good. Mike Sullivan with a rebound. Here come the Hearts. Mike coming up by the midcourt line with it. Hands it to his brother Greg. Back to Mike. Top of the circle. Back to Greg. Fakes the 3. Into the corner to Mike Sanders. Baseline drive. Nice pass to McGuire. Shot is blocked. Off Ansonia. Sacred Art ball. Hearts will inbound. They lead by 5. A little bit less than 6 minutes to go in the first half. Inbounds pass to Bazemore. Shot blocked by Mrazek. And he gets the ball, immediately hands it off to LaRuba. Down into the corner of Zura. A 3. Yes. Oh, is he hot.
That kid is a great shot.
Wow.
Wow, he can shoot from the side.
Arcs him high, nothing but net.
That's his
3 out of 4. He's got 9. Mike Sanders outside with the ball. Into the corner to Mike Sullivan. Back to Sanders. Ball dropped. Picked up by Ansonia. They got the steal. 3-on-2. LaRova coming to the hoop with Bazemore on him. Layup is good.
Hart's getting a little sloppy with the ball now the last 2 times down court. It's meant a couple of quick baskets for Ansonia. We're tied at 17.
Greg Sullivan top of the circle. Inbounds pass to McGuire. Jumper doesn't go. Rebound Ansonia. They tie him up. McGuire hustling offense. Ties him up, but the arrow goes for Ansonia. Arthur Denby coming in for Ansonia. Sanders coming back in. Coughlin coming out.
And Sammy Perugini coming in for the Hearts.
Okay, here comes Denby and the Chargers, and Timothy Lynch. To the right of the circle, Lynch into the corner to Zura. They don't let him shoot. He sunk 3 from that area. Sanders with it now. Back to Zura in the corner. Inside pass to Lynch. Tied him up. Zura alone for a 3. No good. Rebound taken by Ansonia. Denby. Inside pass. Shot no good by Sanders, but he was belted, and he'll go to the line.
Chris thought that Mike Sanders had all ball, but Tommy from the outside angle, Tommy Racci said he got a piece of the arm. It's a 2-shot foul.
Robert Sanders on the line. That's the first on Sanders' 3rd team. 6'3". Robert Sanders on the line for Ansonia. We're tied at 17. Shot is good. Chargers by 1. 4:41 to go in the first half. Next shot by Robert Sanders. This ball's in play. It's up there. It's good. Hearts down by the deuce. They've got the ball. Mike Sanders by the midcourt line. Nice pass inside to Perugini. His shot doesn't go. We get a whistle inside.
50 grabbed him.
It's on Zura. Chris Zura.
Yeah, Chris Zura. Beautiful bounce pass by Mike Sanders into Sam Perugini. Zura reached out and grabbed him as he was trying to go to the hoop. 2-shot foul.
That's 2 on Zura. Perugini on the line for the Hearts. Southpaw shooter. On the line for the deuce. Shot is up and no good. In and out. Ansonia by 2. 19-17. 4.5 to go in the first half. Pop Shortell will be Joe's guest at halftime. The Ansonia legend. Air ball doesn't go. I got a feeling you're going to enjoy that talk with Pop.
No, you know, Pop is a legend down in Ansonia. I don't know if anybody in the state of Connecticut or the East Coast has seen more games played by one high school team, whether it's
and the nicest, fairest man that ever lived, too. Yep.
Wonderful family man.
Yep. That tragedy in his life, but is always smiling. Ansonia inside. Coughlin dishes in for Mrazek, and he lays it in. Ansonia's a patient team on offense, though, Joe.
They work the ball. They handle the ball. You don't see much dribbling. They're so big, they don't worry about the rebound.
Sanders inside the Bazemore has a layup, and he makes it. Nice pass from Mike Sanders.
And the Ansonia fans wanted a charge because one of the Ansonia kids went down with when the kid was shooting, they let it go.
Lynch with it outside to Denby. Back to Lynch. And they play catch on the outside. Sanders inside pass to Coughlin. Shot doesn't go. Blocked out of bounds. Ansonia ball. They're up by 2 with 3:48 to go in the first half.
Hearts are staying close, Jim. They're right in the game, you know. They're really out-muscled at the board. They look like young kids out there compared to Ansonia, but they're staying in the game.
Sanders, a long jumper, a 2. It's good. Just inside the 3-point line. Nothing but net. He's got 6 points, Sanders. Mike Sanders of the Hearts, a 3. No good. Tap up, no good. Ansonia's got it. Traveling violation.
Yep.
On Robert Sanders.
Yeah, he did a little toe dance that time. He changed feet. Good call by Tom Racci.
That's 8 turnovers on the Chargers. Hearts inbounding the ball. Mike Sanders in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound Ansonia. They lose it out of bounds, and it's sacred art ball. Mike Sanders went hard to the ground after that 3. He's okay.
Mrazek didn't like the call, but it went off his foot.
Mike Sanders in the corner gets the inbounds pass. Back outside with it. Cross-court pass to Greg Sullivan to the left of the circle. Back to Mike at the top. And he gets it back to Greg inside to Perugini with a man on him off the glass. No good. Ansonia rebound. They'll come the other way. Lead pass to Coughlin to the hoop. Blocked by Sanders. But a foul is called. A spectacular blocked by Sanders, but he caught him with the body.
He caught him with the body. In fact, Jimmy, his legs were at the kid's shoulders that time. He was up so high. He really get up and block that ball. The fans don't like it because it's a beautiful block, but the fans are watching the hand. The kid has more than a hand that makes up that body. He really hammered him. Good play by Mike. It shows you his leaping ability.
Coughlin's shot is up, and it's good. Little coming in. Mike Sanders coming out for the Hearts.
That's his second foul, I think, isn't it, Mike?
That's 2 on Mike, Joe, yep. Next shot by Steve Coughlin. And doesn't go. Rebound taken by Ansonia. Sanders inside. Hook shot no good. Traveling violation on Robert Sanders. Head coach Ed Stramillo saying to Sanders, you gotta get rid of that ball. You don't want the big guys moving with it. Pass inside by the Hearts goes out of bounds, and Ansonia gets it back. McGuire coming back in, and Perugini coming out for the Hearts. 2:49 to go, 24-19. Kind of a quiet game.
Yeah, Hearts have hit a drought here in the second period, Jim, and with about less than 3 to go now.
Lynch off to Denby for a 3, and it's good.
Artie Denby, a 5'10" senior. He shows them how it's done. Nice shot by the kid.
Yeah, that gives Ansonia the biggest lead of the night, 8 points, 27-19. Hearts with the ball into the corner to Bazemore, drops the ball. Outside steal by Ansonia. Lynch winds up with the ball. Guarded by Bazemore by the midcourt line. Switching hands on the dribble. Gets it to Denby. Hart holds the ball. Now he gets it off to Lynch. Into the corner it comes to Coughlin. Cross-court pass to Sanders. Comes to the hoop. Shoots. Yes. Ansonia by 10. 29-19. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ansonia is starting to open it up. Greg Sullivan with the ball top of the circle. Gets it to his brother Mike. Ansonia stays in that 2-3 zone. Greg Sullivan with the 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Ansonia. And they come the other way. Denby with the ball. Denby up by the midcourt line to Lynch. To the right of the circle. Inside pass to Coughlin. Double team. Nice pass to Sanders. Can't hold on to it out of bounds. Last touch by the Hearts. Ansonia ball. Couple of 11s coming in. Sanders is one. LaRova the other for Ansonia. Chargers inbound now. Denby gets it into LaRova. Comes across the top of the circle. And back it goes to Denby. Into the corner to Sanders for a long jumper. A 2. It's good.
Oh. Ansonia is really pulling away, Jimmy, right now. They're up by 12 points.
They are a good shooting team, Joe.
Excellent.
10 points for Sanders. Mike Sanders can't hold on to the ball, loses it. 7 turnovers on the Hearts. Ansonia brings it up with 1:13 to go in the first half. They lead 31-19. Denby into the corner to Sanders. Down low to Coughlin. Shoots. It's good.
Coughlin, a young sophomore, he'll be back for 2 more years after this. He's 6'4" now and growing. That's Pop's grandson.
Hearts come up with the ball. Mike Sanders with it. Less than a minute to go. To Mike Sullivan. Back to Sanders. Mike comes inside.
Walk. Oh, he got away with it.
And we got a foul call against Ansonia. It's a non-shooting foul. That's the 6th team foul and the 1st on Denby. Greg Sullivan with a drive inside. Steal by Ansonia. Chargers come the other way. Denby dribbling the ball at midcourt. Drops it. Tied up. Whistle blows. Offensive foul on Denby. Denby called for offensive foul.
Yeah.
That's 2 on him. 7 teams, so it's 1-1. Hearts will go to the line. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Denby whacked his knee. Non-shooting? Okay.
Yeah, he called him an offensive foul.
Okay, not an offensive foul. Hearts with the ball. Mike Sanders with it to Mike Sullivan. Back to Mike Sanders. Top of the circle pass to Greg Sullivan. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Bazemore in the corner. Out to Mike Sanders. Top of the circle into the paint jumper, and he gets the roll.
Well, that breaks the drought. That's the first basket by the Hearts in quite a while.
33-21 Ansonia leads. 9 points for Sanders. Lynch with the ball for Ansonia. Comes down into the paint. Lead pass goes out of bounds. Sacred Heart ball.
Oh, they got 9 seconds to get a shot off, Jimmy, to bring it under 10. Right now they're getting beat by 12 points to bring it to 10.
Mike Sanders comes down with the ball, fires up a 3, and doesn't go. Tap up is no good. Mike Sullivan with the ball with Bazemore on the floor. Shot, yes!
It goes!
Good by Bazemore. Sean Bazemore with a miraculous shot. It goes. We have played one half, 33-23. School basketball. The Hearts and the Chargers here at Kennedy. Hearts inbound the ball. Mike Sanders with the ball. To Greg Sullivan. Over to Mike Sullivan. And the Hearts play catch with it down inside the Bazemore. In traffic, they block a shot. And coming up with the ball is Mrazek. And we get a traveling violation called on the big guy, Phil Mrazek.
10-point game,
Jim. Back, yep.
That's not a bad, you know, the Hearts, who were so outscored in the last 4 minutes of the second period, they're still in it.
They sure are. Mike Sanders outside to Greg Sullivan. Fakes the 3. Back to Mike. To Greg. Inside to McGuire with a man on him. Off the glass. It goes.
8-point game. Eric, Big Eric, pops it in.
Okay, here come the Chargers with the ball now. As we begin the third period, Hearts down by 8. It cut into the lead. It was 12 at one time. Inside pass to the big guy. Jumper is up and good by Mrazek.
He's got that soft touch, the big kid, Jim. He's 6'6".
And Ansonia playing without their best big man, Len Vilnis, who is out with a knee injury. With arthroscopic surgery coming up, he'll be out for 3 weeks. McGuire inside pass stolen by Ansonia. Coming the other way. Here comes Lynch with the ball. Up in a hurry. Nice pass to Sanders inside. Yes, and he was fouled.
You know, Jim, for a big team, they work the ball well. They're very unselfish, the Ansonia Chargers. They look for the open man. Unlimited. You said in the first half, something I picked up on. You don't see them dribbling much. 1 or 2 bounces, and they give that bounce pass. They give the long pass. I'll tell you, Jim, this is a well-drilled team and very unselfish.
Yes, they are. On the line, Sanders. That's 2 on McGuire. Shot by Sanders. Good. Makes the 3-point play. Lead is back up now to 13, 38-25. 13 for Sanders. Greg Sullivan into the corner to Bazemore. Back outside to Mike Sanders for a 3. It's good.
Downtown.
Mike Sanders, 38-28. Ansonia by 10. 12 points for Mike Sanders. Lynch down into the corner to Zura. Back outside and work it around. Sanders holding an eye over his head. Back to Lynch to the right of the circle. Bounces once. Back outside to Sanders to Coughlin. Down into the corner to Zura. Don't let him shoot. He can bang him from out there. Lynch to Sanders. Foul line jumper. No good. Rebound. Lynch follows. Yes.
Well, that's the trouble. Ansonia scraps up everything. Snaps up everything as a rebound. Every kind of rebound going, and they just throw it right back up in.
Bazemore in the corner of the ball. Back out to Greg Sullivan to Sanders for a 3. It's good.
2 for 2 now in the last couple of minutes by Mike Sanders. 6 quick points. 9-point game.
Mike averaging 29 a game. Ansonia with the ball. Over in the corner to Lynch. Back outside to Sanders. Inside to Coughlin to Lynch. Jumper. No good. Rebound McGuire. Off to Greg Sullivan. 2-on-1 with his brother Mike. Off the Mike. Shot, block, foul, Lynch.
Well, the Hearts did what they had to do there. They stopped Ansonia from scoring. Made a nice steal, went down court. Young Mike Sullivan was fouled on a good pass from his brother Gregory. He'll go to the line for 2. Hearts are down by 9, but still in the game.
That's 2 on Lynch.
Still early here in the third period.
La Rivera comes into the game for Ansonia.
Coughlin out.
On the line, Mike Sullivan. Shot is up, and it's good. 5 points for Mike. He's a sophomore. He's a good one. Next shot by Mike Sullivan goes. It's good.
Oh, we got a 7-point game.
Got it down to 7, Joe. Ansonia brings the ball up. We got 5.5 to go in the third period. Here at Kennedy High School, La Rivera into the corner to Zura. Back outside the La Rivera. Comes inside traffic. Back outside. Look out. Zura 3. It's good.
Now, that man is unconscious.
Oh, Joe.
His percentage has got to be about 65% the way he shoots.
Joe's nothing but net.
All net and a high arc in the ball, and he's shooting those threes like they're going out of style.
That's 4 threes, and believe me, not one has touched the rim. Shot, Sullivan, Mike, no good. Rebound, Ansonia. Steal by McGuire. Loses it to La Rivera. Here comes Ansonia with the ball. Lynch with it. Off to La Rivera. Comes down inside to the big guy. Blocked by Bazemore as Mrazek tried to get his shot off. Sean Bazemore stuffed him, Joe.
He got up pretty far. That kid is 6'6", and he was off the floor, and Sean stuffed him.
Zura into the corner of Lynch. Back outside to La Rivera, and they play catch. Chargers on the outside, leading by 10. Sanders with it. Iowa said to Zura in the corner. Bazemore picks him up. Inside the Mrazek. Shot is good.
I just watched that series of plays. They handled the ball 7 times, Jim. A total of 2 bounces, and that was it.
8 points for the big guy. Bazemore inside. Shot is good. He'll go to the line as well.
He was fouled by number 43, I think. It looked like 43, Mrazek.
Arch are staying in the game, but they need a good run at it.
They need a good run at it, Jimmy, and they need some tough defense to stop Ansonia from scoring. But right now they're down by 10 and a chance to make it 9 if Bazemore can hit this part of the 3.
That's 2 on Mrazek. On the line, Bazemore. Shot no good. Rebound, Mrazek. Ansonia ball. They lead 45-35. Lynch to La Rivera. Comes across the midcourt line with it. Back it goes to Lynch, to La Rivera for a 3. No good. Rebound Ansonia. Follow-up is good by Zura.
They kill you off the board, Jim. They keep coming at you. They miss the first shot. They hit the second. They don't dribble the ball. They just pass it.
14 for Zura. Arch with the ball. Mike Sanders coming inside with a scoop shot. Yes, it's good.
Acrobatic shot by Mike. He went through the trees for 2 points.
Lead pass to Sanders, coming to the hoop. Layup is good, and he is fouled.
And Ansonia gets it right back, a 10-point lead again. The hard score, Ansonia answers, plus they're going to go in the line. He can make it 11.
Come back into the game, Steve Coughlin. That's the first on Bazemore. Second team foul.
Eddie's got a good team here, Stromulon. He's got a heck of a team.
He does. He does.
I don't know what division. They're going to be in the M division, I think. Aren't they, Ansonia, Gordy? S or M?
Well, I've got the new CIAC directory here, Joe. As a matter of fact, while we speak, I'll pull it out. Inside Sullivan. Shot is no good. Follow-up is good
by Jimmy Little.
By Little. It's a brand new one I just got today. As a matter of fact, it came in the mail. Ansonia with the ball. They bring it up. Lynch with the ball at the top of the circle, guarded by Mike Sullivan. Zura from the corner. It's good, Joe.
That kid is unconscious, Jimmy. Can he shoot?
Wow.
13-point lead for the Ansonia Chargers.
More baseline drive, no good. Rebound taken by Ansonia, and falling to the floor was Bazemore. Ansonia coming up with it now. Zura from the corner. It's good.
What's that? Chris needs a timeout. They got to put 3 men on that kid. Unbelievable, Jimmy.
Is that 6 threes for him, Gordy? 6 threes, yeah.
That's 18 points on threes. Jimmy, I don't know if I've seen a finer percentage three-point shooter this year. Boy, that kid, he's so calm, and he releases it quickly. He gets the high bounce, too.
Wow.
Folks, if you want to go to a drugstore, go and see any one of these 5 great Waterbury pharmacies.
Okay, Joe, Ansonia has built that lead up to 55-39. 16-point lead. Zura's threes doing a number on the Hearts. Bazemore in the corner off to Greg Sullivan. Triple team back outside to Mike Sanders. Back to Greg Sullivan into the corner to Bazemore. Hearts looking for a good shot. Greg Sullivan tied up by Denby. Mike Sullivan to Mike Sanders. Inside pass to Little. Lays it up. Doesn't go. Follow up no good. Ansonia ball. Chargers come the other way. 2.5 to go in the third period. They lead by 16. Sanders fakes to Jay. Almost stolen. Lynch gets it back. They got him double-teamed inside to Sanders. To Coughlin. Lays it in.
You see that ball moving out there, Jimmy? No dribbling. A bounce pass occasionally, but beautiful, beautiful passing by the Ansonia Chargers.
Mike Sullivan with the ball to Mike Sanders. Guarded by Sanders. Sanders guarding Sanders. Mike Sanders with a 3. No good. Rebound Lynch, 2-on-1 to Sanders to the hoop, lays it up and in. 20-point lead, Joe.
Just like that, we have a 20-point lead. That's
Ansonia by the big 2-0. God bless you, Gordy. A little sneeze in the corner. Mike Sullivan at the top of the circle. Dribbles once to his brother Greg. Coming inside with it. With a man on him. A jumper, no good. Rebound Ansonia. Coughlin with the ball. 4-on-1. Coughlin coming to the hoop with Sanders on him. Lays it in. 61-39. Ansonia is blowing the Hearts away. Mike Sanders with the ball at the top of the circle. Off it goes to Mike Sullivan. Off to Greg Sullivan. To Bazemore in the corner. Inside the little layup is good, and he's fouled. He'll get a shot for a three-point play. 1:10 to go in the third. 61-41. Ansonia by 20. That is 3. On Denby, okay. Saw number 42 up there. It fooled me. 3 on Denby. Now they got it. On the line, Little. Jim Little on the line for the Hearts. Wearing number 33. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Ansonia. Denby gets the rebound. Outside the Waterbury. Here come the Chargers with the ball. Up he comes, picked up by Todd DiNatale. Whistle, traveling violation. Ansonia. Sacred Heart gets it back with a minute to go. They trail by 20. That's 12 turnovers against Ansonia. DiNatale off to Greg Sullivan. Back to DiNatale. Playing catch on the outside. Hearts need some points on the board. Bounce pass into the corner to Bazemore. Back outside to Greg Sullivan. Fakes it, drives inside to DiNatale. Nowhere to shoot. Back outside to Bazemore. 38 seconds ago. DiNatale in the corner. A jumper doesn't go. Ansonia with a rebound. La Rivera. Up he comes with the ball. Still in the backcourt with it. Now he's coming up by the 10-second line into the corner to Zura. To Coughlin, rather. Knocked out of his hands by Bazemore. A steal by the Hearts. Underneath to DiNatale. Lays the ball up. Misses it. Greg Sullivan with a rebound. His shot is good. And DiNatale twisted his ankle. Ansonia gets the ball. 6 seconds to go. They lead by 18. La Rivera outside with it. He fires. No good. We played 3. 61-43. Last period, Ansonia leading 61-43. And Lynch brings her up to Coughlin inside Zura. Left-handed hook. It's good.
Oh, man. The give and go. The super plays. No dribbling by Ansonia. I haven't seen a better team this year, Jim. They're doing very little wrong tonight. 22 for Zura, and they're playing without their best big man, Joe. Oh, I don't know what they'd be like with him.
Greg Sullivan with a 3. No good. Zura with a rebound. Foul on Eric McGuire. What year is Zura in, Joe? Is he a senior?
Zura down as a 6'4 senior, Jim.
All right.
In fact, Zura, Lynch, Denby, Sanders, the captain. Lynch and Sanders are captains.
Well, I tell you, I was a Division II recruiter. I'd have my eyebrows on him.
La Rovina,
maybe even one.
They're all seniors, and the rest of them are juniors and sophomores.
Mrazek with the ball inside to Sanders with Sanders on him. Shot, yes, and he was fouled. Mike Sanders commits the foul, and Robert Sanders will go to the line. Mike Sanders on the floor down there.
Yeah,
Sean Bazemore helping him up.
He took a bump. He took the foul, but he also took a bump. He's okay. He's a little groggy.
He went down hard. And Ansonia just doing a number on the Hearts tonight.
Jimmy, you know, I don't know if this is indicative of their season, but they're a well-drilled team. I'm impressed with the way they don't dribble. They just pass the ball and get the ball off. It's a very simple game. Get the ball off the boards, shoot until you make it, and play defense. And they're doing it all.
Foul shot is good by Sanders. 66-43. Favor of Ansonia. Mike Sanders brings it up down into the corner to DiNatale. Back outside to Greg Sullivan. Coming into the paint. Pass inside to Bazemore. Shot no good. Zura with a rebound. Got him tied up. Hard steal it. Out of bounds off the Hearts. Ansonia ball.
Hearts were 6 for 15 according to Gordy for 40% the third period. Ansonia 9 for 11, 82%. And they had 3 3-pointers.
Inbounds pass. They didn't notice that Coughlin was all alone on the other end of the court. About the only thing they haven't done tonight. Pass to Zura, misses the layup. Sanders with a rebound for the Hearts. Mike comes up with the ball, fires a 3, no good. The rebound taken by Coughlin and Ansonia ball. They got him tied up down low outside the Zura. Brings it up by the midcourt line and stops the flow off the Lynch. Foul line pass to Sanders. Jumper, yes, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, they moved the ball so well, Jim. They looked for the big man in the paint. That time they got number 52 or 32, Robert Sanders, underneath the senior captain. He's 6'3", and he just went right back up with it. Got a chance for a three-point play now.
That's 3 on Sanders. Shot is up, good. No good by Sanders. Tap up, no good. Bazemore with a rebound. Hartz come the other way, gets it to Mike Sanders. Down into the corner to Di Natale. Back to Sanders. Bazemore, foul line. Dishes to Mike Sanders. Drives to the hoop in traffic. Can't get it off. Does get it off. He's hit. And he'll go to the line. How'd he do that?
I think he willed that ball in. It just had no chance to go, but he makes the shot. With 2 guys on his arm, he makes the shot. And Mike, doesn't have this strong body, but he's a strong kid. And it goes, and the Hearts now, instead of being down by 25, are down by 23.
That's 3 on Zura. Foul shot, no good. Rebound, Zura. Hands it off to Lynch. Down court to Sanders. Alone. Layup, yes.
Lynch, his grandfather told me he's got a 97 average. He's going to go to Trinity. He showed why he has the smarts. He just got that baseball pass down court.
24 points for him tonight. Cross-court pass to Sullivan. Greg with the ball to McGuire inside. Little jumper, no good. Rebound Ansonia. Mrazek with it to Lynch. Lead pass to Zura. Comes to the hoop. Lays it in.
Yeah, this kid Zura tonight, I bet he's shooting 65% himself.
Great night. Chris Zura scores again for Ansonia. They're up 72-45. Di Natale and the McGuire back to Bazemore for a 3. No good. Di Natale, a little guy, grabs a rebound, gets it to Greg Sullivan. Coming in traffic. Scoop shot. No good. Rebound. All out of bounds off Sacred Heart. Ansonia ball. La Roba coming in for Ansonia.
And 23, Tim Burloin is coming in for the Hearts, a 6'1" junior.
And Denby coming in for Ansonia. Zura will inbound. Boy, the Chargers will lead big here at Kennedy tonight. Gets it in the Lynch. Chargers come up with the ball. Hearts laying back. They are not pressing, although they're down 72-45. Denby to the hoop with a man on him. Lays it in. Ansonia scoring at will. Sanders with the ball top of the circle. Knocked out of his hand. Picked up by Ansonia. Oh, here they come the other way. A double-dribble call on Ansonia. The Ansonia fans wanted a grab by one of the Sacred Heart players, but they didn't call it. They got away with one there, Jim. Into the corner to Greg Sullivan. Comes into traffic, a one-hander, yes, off the glass and in. Inbounds pass from Ansonia to Denby. Lead pass to Zura. Coming into the hoop with Sullivan on him. He's hammered, and Zura goes to the line. Ansonia now really protesting too much because they're winning by so many. And
Eddie wants a timeout. He wants to get his troops rallied.
We got 4:40 to go, and Ansonia winning big.
Oh, Pop Shorto said that the last time they won the N.V.L. was 1983, so it was 11 years ago. Could this be the year?
Zura's foul shot doesn't go. He'll get another one.
They're a half game behind the Crusaders of Holy Cross, I think.
Yep, they're a half game coming into the game. Shot is up, and it's good. Ansonia 75-47, 4:40 to go in the game. Di Natale out to Mike Sanders, 25 for him. Sanders jumper gets the roll. It's good. 25 for Zura. Ansonia inbounds pass comes to La Roba by the midcourt line. Nice pass to Sanders. Steal by Greg Sullivan around the back dribble. Comes up for the ball into the paint with a man on him. Shot no good. Offensive foul. Charging on Greg Sullivan.
Okay, the Ansonia ball is an offensive foul. Ansonia ball under the Sacred Heart basket.
Lynch will inbound. Full court press by the Hearts. 4:15 to go in regulation. Ansonia winning by a ton, 75-49. Lynch will inbound. Got a wet spot on the floor. Going to get a towel and clean that one off.
If they don't clean it, dry it up, what could happen is somebody could slip on it and get hurt.
Tomorrow night, weather permitting, it'll be Holy Cross and Kennedy. from Holy Cross High School.
And we'll be on the air hopefully around 7:20. Wait a few minutes, folks. Sometimes these games don't start. The JV game gets over late or starts late, and we don't get on the air at 7:20. But make sure you stay tuned to WATR 1320 in your dial, and Jim Sinich and the Waterbury basketball.
They're using a Sacred Heart jersey to wipe up the wet spot. Ansonia said take a towel. They didn't take the towel. They took a Sacred Heart jersey. Oh, well. Here comes Ansonia with the ball. La Roba to Denby. Art Denby holds the ball top of the circle to Lynch. Inside the Sanders scores.
Beautiful pass by Lynch. Tim Lynch gave a bullet pass from the top of the key underneath for an easy 2.
Ansonia won the JV game tonight, 67-52. Jumper by Bazemore, no good. Gets his own rebound in traffic. Shot no good, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the line. Ansonia with that win, by the way, 9-3. The JV team.
Ansonia right now, Jim, has a 28-point lead. Threatening to make it a 30-point victory, the way they're going with 3:45 to go.
4 on Zura. Shot by Bazemore, good. 77-49. Coughlin coming in. Zura coming out. 11 points tonight for Bazemore. Zura getting a nice hand.
Yeah, he should.
Great game, 25 points.
Man, I'll tell you, he was unconscious with that 3. And he had some beautiful passing himself.
And a lot of rebounds, too. Next foul shot good by Bazemore. Di Natale guarding La Riva. Comes up switching ends on the dribble by the midcourt line. Good ball handler. Gets it to Sanders down into the paint. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Mike Sanders. 4 on 2. Mike coming to the hoop. Lays the ball up. No good. Tap up by Bazemore.
Whoa, what a jump by Bazemore.
Green bounce pass to Ansonia. Lead pass down low to Sanders. Puts it off the glass and in. Nice driving layup by Robert Sanders. 79-53 Ansonia. Greg Sullivan with a 3. It's good.
Good shot by Sal.
Here we go. The other way. Comes the other way. Pulls up outside. Nice pass inside to Sanders. He puts it in.
Oh, nice pass by the littlest guy out there for Ansonia. 5'9" kid in this game now. La Rovana.
30 points. Mike Sanders outside. Jumper, no good. Tap up, no good. Rebound Greg Sullivan with a man on him. Gets a shot off and doesn't go. Bazemore with a rebound. Turnaround jumper, no good. Mitchell with the ball. The shot is up, and it's good by Boulogne, Timmy Boulogne. Ansonia. Baseball pass to Sanders. Here he comes to the hoop. Lays it up and in, and he is fouled. Well, kind of like shooting a fish in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel, Jimmy, you're right. Been a tough night for the Hearts against an outstanding Ansonia Charger team from down the valley. Boy, I'll tell you something, Jim. They're going to be tough to beat if they're this good. You know, they're having an outstanding game. A flawless game. I haven't seen them make any mistakes, have you? They pass the ball well. They play outstanding defense. They rebound. They shoot very well for a big team. The biggest team I've seen this in many a year.
Yep. Sanders on the line. Shot no good. Tap up no good. Coughlin shoots no good. Out of bounds. Ansonia ball.
They put 5 kids in the court that are 6'4" to 6'6".
Substitution coming in for Ansonia. That's James Froelich.
That's Shabbat.
32 for Sanders. Shot from the side, no good. By Denby. And we come up the other way to Hotz with the ball. Di Natale to Mike Sanders with Denby on him. Holds the ball down into the corner. It goes. A jumper up, no good. Rebound by Ansonia. Denby saves the ball and bangs it off Mitchell's foot and out of bounds. Ansonia ball, 2:02 to go in the game. Ansonia leading 83-58. Denby with the ball right of the circle. Dribbling back outside with the ball to La Roba. Inside. The layup no good. Follow-up no good. Another follow-up no good. Mike Sanders with a rebound. 4 on 2. Mike Sanders around the back dribble. Lays the ball up. No good. He's hit. He'll go to the line. Mike Sanders will get deuce.
Pitch. Stramello is going to the bench using all of his players. Number 10 is coming in. Yeah, we don't have 10 on the on our list, but I saw this kid in the JV game. He played an outstanding JV game.
Did you see him
unreal.
Moving that
beautiful
ball.
Beautiful point man.
I'm glad you saw him, Joe. I did too. Shot good by Mike Sanders. See if we can get his name, number 10. Next shot good by Mike Sanders. 83-60, 144 to go in regulation. Ansonia ball. La Roba with the ball up by the midcourt line to the little JV guard. Inside pass goes to Deb. Shot good by Denby.
Ken is Kente Douglas. They call it. His nickname is Buddha, but he is actually in that JV game. Douglas, D-O-U-G-L-A-S.
Sanders with a three is good. Here comes Ansonia with the ball. On the dribble, Denby. Denby switching hands, gets it off to La Roba. La Roba switching hands into the paint to the hoop, scoops it up and in. 87-63 Ansonia, 1 minute to go. Mike Sanders lit fire with a three, and it goes. It's good. Douglas with the ball for Ansonia, hit by Di Natale, and Douglas will hit the line for a 1-and-1. Played a spectacular JV game.
Yeah, he's quite a ball handler, Jimmy. Little guy. He's the smallest guy in the court right now. Sacred Heart has Todd Di Natale out there, is 5'9", and Douglas is smaller. Douglas may be about 5'7", but he can handle the ball, and in the JV game, he showed us something with his passing was just unbelievable.
Shot by Douglas is good.
He makes the point.
88-66. Manny Velez coming in for Sacred Heart.
Jimmy, he's a second-string quarterback in the football team, this kid.
This little guy?
Yep.
Next shot, no good. Hearts come down to the fast break. Steal by Douglas. Here he comes. Out near the top of the circle. Loses the dribble. Ansonia ball. La Roba comes out of the pack. 40 seconds to go. Douglas, swing pass inside, but Denby didn't see it coming. Was that nice or what? He didn't see it.
Boy, I'll tell you. Some ball handler back there.
Boy, I'll tell you. Ansonia's deep. Di Natale coming inside, running one-hander off the glass, no good. Follow-up, no good. Another follow-up is good by Mitchell.
Brian Mitchell, a 6'1" junior. Pop that back in.
Ansonia's ball. Douglas bringing it up. Off to Denby into the corner to La Roba. Inside pass to Foolish, and it goes out of bounds.
14 seconds left, a 20-point Ansonia lead.
Let's come up with the ball. Di Natale at top of the circle, switching hands inside, running one-hander, no good. Rebound by Perugini, doesn't go. Follows up again, doesn't go, and he'll go to the line. 4 seconds to go in regulation. Ansonia leading 88-68. On the line, Perugini for the Hearts. Ansonia about to tie Holy Cross for the lead in the N.V.L. with this win. Shot no good by Perugini.
They play tomorrow night, Jimmy. Tell us where they play.
At Crosby.
A big game.
Weather permitting. Keep hearing those nasty forecasts. Next shot is no good. Rebound. Hart's layup is, yes, it is good by Manny Velez. And that's the end of the game as Ansonia wins it 88-70.
Yeah,
a very impressive Ansonia team.
18-point win for Ansonia, but the final score wasn't that close. Ansonia just completely dominated in the second half, Jim. The Hearts stayed close within 10. This is an excellent team that we've seen here tonight. It's the first time ATR has seen Ansonia this year. Boy, I'll tell you, they're impressive.